I'm in ChatGPT 4. You can use 3.5 for free. You get the same kinds of results. And I asked it, write me a C# script for Unity. I have a game object cube which has an emissive material. As a child, a point light. If the cube reaches a height y greater than some floating point number, I want the light to go permanently out and the emissive material to go permanently dark. Can you do this? And it's given me a code called a script called height check, and it says to apply. It gives me the code. I'm not going to bother to share this code with you because you can ask ChatGPT yourself. Then I have to attach the script to the game object, the cube. I set the trigger height in the inspector, so that would be a public float trigger height, and I set it. I specified a floating point number. You don't have to, but I wanted to be able to say 3.1 meters or whatever. So that's what I set it to. So in the description here it says assign the trigger height. That would be in the inspector. Then this says make sure that it has the material that is a emissive material on the game object, and then run the scene. So the main thing I'm just trying to get across here is that ChatGPT can write simple code like this, and then you can go through it and see that you make sure that you understand it properly. You're going to need to do that because you might need to make changes. For instance, I don't want this to be a private child light. What it does here is it says child light equals get component in children light. So it's making sure it's getting inside the cube and looking for its children and looking for a light there. But I think maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want a public a public variable that I can drag the light here. I'll show you what I mean. Here's I've got a cube. Here's the code that attached to it, point light. So I dragged the made sure that I dragged this point light into that box. So that's another way of doing it. Main thing is you need to understand the code because you're going to want to make changes to it. That's just obvious.